That was to my fault that I did not make quick adjustment enough to get the property moving. What's the next reason that you find that you've lost money on?
The one that jumps out at me, and I can almost put this number one, really. Combination well and septic, and you didn't allow for it. And you end up replacing both. Or you run into permit issues with them, which, causes you delays. Well and septics can be a problem. They're expensive. Small parcel of land, if you're less than an acre, it can give you some license, some permitting issues. And I'm not saying don't buy them. I'm saying you better make proper allowance for your repairs and include money for a septic, include money for a well, if there's any chance at all that you're going to end up replacing those. Because if you don't allow for them, it's a big ticket item that you're getting ready to come out of your pocket. And the only place it comes out of is the profit bucket. Okay, your profit bucket sitting there with profit left over, and you did not allow for a septic. Well, you just somewhere between $11,000 and $16,000 most likely just went out of your profit bucket that you don't have anymore.
All right, so trivial question for you. If the well and the septic are on the same lot, what's the smallest size lot that is allowed to have well and septic?
It's up to the permitting authority, but it's also comes into play later if you're getting an FHA loan, because an FHA is not out there permitting or giving you a permit, but they're going to check it later to make sure that the well and the septic are a certain distance apart. And I forget what it is. It's 250, 300 feet or something like that. So the county may permit it, but then later your client's getting an FHA loan and your FHA loan dies because the well and septic are too close. Permit was okay. FHA wasn't okay with it. So you got to look at both of those. You got to be, it's 200, 300 feet apart. That well and septic's got to be apart to get an FHA loan.
If you ever come across a house for listeners, if you ever come across a house with well and septic, you got to make sure you check your T, dot your I and cross your T with, and budget a good $20,000 in my opinion, at least $20,000 for that septic repair.
Yeah, I think we've done a lot of septics. We hadn't done many wells. I'm typically in that $13,000 to $16,000, $17,000 range on the septic. I've gotten bids for a well recently, and we were north of $20,000 just for the bid on the well for a rural property.
For a new well?
For a new well.
Wow. I thought it's been in the $6,500, $7,000 range or something.
It depends on where you are, because you got to go to a certain depth to hit the good water, and it's highly variable, highly variable. This was up closer to College Station where we got a well bid. It was high.
Okay. Well, my other reason is of losing money is when I held the property too long. Anything that I held for almost a year, I end up losing money. And guess who make money on those deals? My lenders.
Your lender. Your lender. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my lenders. I mean, I'm not one of those to let the property go foreclosure, right? So I keep paying the lenders.
Jet lending. Yeah.
But
we don't want that to happen either. I'm joking with a smile and a smirk on my face, but we really don't. We want our clients to make money and come do other deals.
Of course. But that was to my fault that I did not make quick adjustment enough to get the property moving.